I've got 5 different charging handles right here. I'm gonna give a breakdown on each one and the purposes in which I've built around them. I wanted to start with the Radian Raptor. For suppressed shooting, this one is a really nice piece. It's got the skeletonized body, so it allows gases to escape out of those ports rather than up into your face. Ambidextrous arms. They're a little bit harder to pull than some of the other options I have down here, but as far as their length, they're hard to miss when going for that reset. Next, we have the Geissele Airborne. Also ambidextrous arms. All the options here will have that same feature. I prefer it in all my charging handles. One thing I will say about this charging handle compared to the Radian is it does not mitigate gas into your face nearly as well. I have 2 of these. I really enjoy them personally just because of how intuitive they are. They run super smooth inside the rifle. As far as manipulating them with either hand goes, they're probably the best on this list. As far as gas mitigation goes, I'd say that they're lacking in that respect. Still a very good charging handle. Still one I really enjoy and I use often. This is the BCM MK2. Now this is also not skeletonized, so it does not allow for those gases to escape. It does have these 2 holes here in the bottom that act as port releases to let gases escape, but I don't find that they function nearly as well as stated. The ambi action on these is much tougher than either the Radian or the Geissele, and it does not travel as smooth within the rifle. Though BCM still makes excellent equipment and I won't knock them there, this one just does not stand up to the task when compared to the other 4. This is a cool one. It's called the Breek Arms Warhammer. It's a little more affordable than some of the other options on here. I'd say that the BCM and the Breek will kind of run you both around like $60 to $70. And just based on its size, you can see this is the Daniel Defense here, and this is the Warhammer from Breek. It is much thinner, so it's a little more slimline, has super easy manipulation. But one thing I will say I don't prefer compared to the other is where the Geissele, you have that really kind of long travel. It's really tactile, lets you know that you're grabbing onto it. This one is quite short. Unlike the Radian, its gas deflector is actually built into the very end here. You can see that little travel line that comes out. That's meant to eject gases out to the right, away from the shooter's face. I run this on a 300 blackout, and I've had no complaints on it thus far. It's performed very well. Now, this is my favorite one. I run this on a rifle with an FRT and an extremely gassy can. It's the Odinworks Baja 5.56. The back pressures on it are quite high. I have had no gas in my face whatsoever, which, you know, is also a testament to the build quality on the rifle that I assembled, but, you know, I'll save that gloating for another day. This right here, though, is a extremely nice charging handle. It's got really big, long arms, easy to manipulate under an optic. If you run an LPVO and you've got that thing pushed back a little far, you know, sometimes those smaller charging handles make you fight a little bit in order to get your hands on it. Something like this with these big fat arms aren't going to do that. And, you know, while it doesn't have that kind of airborne, sleek look in order to not get hooked on the body or equipment like the Geissele does, I think in comparison to the other charging handle on here with the longer arms, the Radian, it kills gas just as well, maybe even better, without being skeletonized. And, you know, that does mitigate some weight on here. You can feel a bit of a difference, and the Radian is going to be a little bit lighter, but this Daniel Defense charging handle just performs way above its expectations. I like it so much that I went ahead and put it on a 308 as well, the AR-10 version, because I have that suppressed additionally, and I wanted to make sure that any unpleasant gas coming into my face was completely negated. And for all the shooting that I've done with these 5, the Daniel Defense is the king, takes the crown. Now, some of y'all are probably wondering, what exactly do they weigh? So the Radian here, you do mind that there is a coating on here. This rifle was given a custom camo. The Radian is going to be 38.4 grams. The Geissele Airborne, 40 grams. This is the MK2 from BCM. This is 29.9. Going on to the Warhammer from Breek, 29.3. Moving on to the Daniel Defense, I'm gonna say this likely will be the heaviest. Oh, there you have it. It is the heaviest of the bunch, but I don't think you can go wrong with it. If you're looking to do completely built around suppression weight mitigation, I don't think you can go wrong with the Radian. The Breek is also an excellent option. And if you want to go for the swag factor as well, I mean, just look at the colors that Geissele will throw on. These is a pretty badass FDE coating. It's almost like a desert gold in a way. Pretty cool.